Hello everyone, welcome to another weather forecast discussion here brought to you by Weather on the Go. Hope everybody's having a great weekend out there, great Saturday morning, and let's get right into it. In this video, I will be talking about severe weather, multiple severe weather chances going through this weekend into next week as a very strong shortwave trough moves across the northern Rockies, the northern plains, and the Great Lakes through the early and middle portion of next week, potentially bringing a severe weather outbreak to portions of the upper Midwest on Tuesday. I also will be talking about a potentially historic heat wave across portions here of south central plains as we head here through an early and middle portion of next week as well. So welcome back everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday morning out there. A lot of severe weather reports across the northern Rockies here as well as the West Coast region here as we kind of carried out your Friday yesterday. A lot of wind reports, a lot of hail reports, but even a landspout tornado was actually reported across western and southwestern Nevada as well here on your Friday afternoon and evening as well. We did have one tornado report here, 32 wind reports, one significant, 5 hail reports, no significant hail reports on your Friday, but 38 severe weather reports here from coast to coast. So it's still kind of an active go of it on your Friday afternoon. But looking here ahead to today, we are seeing that ridge continue to kind of anchor itself across the Four Corners region, across the southwest United States. And just to the north here, we're seeing all that storm action. But yeah, we definitely have all that heat here building across portions of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas here. The beat just goes on here across these areas. Lots of high temperatures approaching that 105, even that 110 degree mark across portions of Kansas, getting down through the Oklahoma City area and potentially down towards North Texas as well as the Red River area down there here in Texas and Oklahoma. 115 down towards portions there of Death Valley, 113 down there here into portions of the Phoenix area. A lot of heat building up into eastern Montana, the western Dakotas there, highs in the mid to upper 90s into those areas as well as we head through that here the afternoon here today. But to the north, we're still seeing that active storm track across portions of the mid-Missouri Valley. You can see kind of a little bit of a boost in some of that wind shear out there across portions of northwestern Missouri, western Iowa, eastern Nebraska, northeastern Kansas, kind of right around the Kansas City area and Omaha area as we head into the afternoon today. And that's why the Storm Prediction Center does have that marginal risk across portions of Nebraska, Kansas, eastern Colorado, as well as over towards portions of southwestern Iowa and northern Missouri as we head here into the afternoon and evening, including the Kansas City area, Wichita, Topeka, and getting up towards portions of Lincoln, Nebraska as well as we head here into the afternoon. And then kind of a smaller area here of a marginal risk across the Washington, D.C. area, and then getting down towards the Richmond, Virginia area here as well, and far northeastern North Carolina as we head into the afternoon and evening today. But looking back to that larger marginal risk area across the Nebraska area and down towards Kansas City here, we are seeing some lingering showers that'll kind of move across portions of central Nebraska, central South Dakota as we head through the morning hours. And then as we kind of build that heat, the daytime heating with all the sunshine out there, some of the mixed clouds will really start to build up that instability here. You can see instability values in the yellows and the reds here actually indicate 3,000 plus joules per kilogram instability, which we call strong instability, and that will start to kind of make this atmosphere a lot more unstable as we head into the afternoon hours. And that's when we'll start to see some isolated to widely scattered showers and storms really start to pop up across the peak heating time frame of the day. That 3, 4, 5 o'clock time frame across central portions of Nebraska, maybe up into portions here of, southwestern South Dakota, and then kind of getting down toward the Front Range. We'll start to increase the coverage a little bit to more of that scattered type of coverage as we head towards the evening hours as that low-level jet starts to kind of increase across Kansas and Nebraska, and then kind of pivot its way to the east into the Missouri Valley as we head into the evening hours. And then that's when we'll start to see kind of a complex of storms and some heavy rainfall start to set up across portions of Kansas City on eastward here into northern and central Missouri toward the St. Louis area. A lot of heavy rain here, and then that'll kind of continue to propagate its way down here across downstate Illinois into the Illinois Valley and down towards portions of Paducah, Kentucky as well into your Sunday morning time frame. But the reason why we're seeing this kind of complex of showers and storms is because we got a stronger low-level jet that'll kind of be parallel to kind of a little bit of that mid-level disturbance out there, that kind of frontal boundary. And we'll definitely start to see that stronger low-level jet, pivot its way to the east here across portions of northern Missouri, and that's where we'll see all that moisture advecting into the area, and that will produce that heavy rainfall potential, which we could even see some isolated flash flooding, type of areas as well, if we do see that kind of substantial substantial heavy rainfall threat, especially from St. Louis up towards Kirksville, Missouri, and maybe back westward toward the Kansas City area. That is not out of the question. But then as we head into your Sunday time frame here late this weekend, we're watching a couple features here. The first feature, of course, is that high pressure system, that ridge really dominating across the Four Corners region. Well, we're starting to see a shortwave trough start to dig in across the Pacific Northwest, and this is very important because this will be the driving force behind a stronger push of severe weather and a stronger push of heat as we head here into the early and middle portion of next week here. You can definitely see by that Sunday time frame, yeah, we're seeing 100-degree temperatures. That's not an error, folks. We're seeing up to near 105 across portions of east central Montana, upper 90s into the Dakotas here, and widespread upper 90s to lower 100s here from Texas all the way up here into Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Again, 115 to 120 down in Death Valley, 112 in the Phoenix area, and again, the cooler temperatures with the upper 70s and lower 80s with some of that rainfall out there with kind of that shower and storm activity I was showing you with that complex moving through the Ohio Valley. Probably some cooler weather there for the day on Sunday. And like I was just showing you here, we have a stronger, shortwave trough kind of pivoting its way into portions here of the Pacific Northwest, a stronger jet stream here in the mid-levels, and then kind of another dip here of the jet stream across the eastern portions here of this ridge, and that will create that kind of, organized shower and storm threat across portions of the Ohio Valley as we head into Sunday. And that's why we kind of do have a couple areas of marginal risk kind of centered on the Charleston, West Virginia area, and then kind of getting down across the lower Missouri Valley from eastern Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, getting into portions of the foothills here around like Cape Girardeau, Carbondale, getting into portions of the Paducah area in western Kentucky, and then kind of a smaller area of a marginal risk across south central portions of Montana around the Billings, Helena area here as we get into the afternoon on Sunday. You can see that here Sunday morning, kind of an organized complex of showers and storms across the Illinois Valley, getting into the western Ohio Valley. This will kind of continue to push its way to the east. We'll start to see a little bit of some shower and storm start to kind of develop across southwestern Montana as we head into the peak heating time frame of the day. We still have that monsoon season continuing across the Four Corners here, so we got some pop-up showers and storms down that way. Got some heavy rainfall down across portions of Florida and the southeast. But then as we kind of move across here towards that Sunday evening time frame, we have a really strong mid and upper level jet across portions here of the southern Canada into northwestern portions of the U.S. as well as the northern Rockies, northern plains, and that will be kind of the driving force behind that shortwave trough as we have all that lift out there. We have all that convergence, and that's definitely what thunderstorms do like here. Those thunderstorm environments, you really have to have that strong lift to get those big thunderstorms out there, and we'll definitely see that here on your Sunday evening here. We get that marginal risk across south central Montana. Maybe a little bit of an expansion in coming updates. We'll see what the SPC does do with that, the Storm Prediction Center. But yeah, probably some showers and storms continuing across eastern Montana here as we head into the Sunday evening time frame. We still got kind of the tail end of this complex kind of moving back towards portions here of the Memphis area, maybe trying to get down towards Texarkana. But I think that the capping inversion across this area will be too strong underneath that ridge to really see anything widespread. But we could see a couple of isolated storms kind of fire up here along the outer edge of that ridge into the Sunday evening time frame, and that'll kind of pivot its way to the east here. Areas like Pittsburgh, getting into downstate there, and western portions there of New York State, Ohio, the Columbus area, Toledo, all those areas. Cincinnati seeing some rainfall as we head into that Monday morning time frame as well. Maybe down towards the Music City there in Nashville as we head into Monday morning. But during the next couple of days, yes, some heavy rainfall, some much needed rainfall across portions of the Ohio Valley. We're starting to develop some of that drought there, that moderate and even some pockets of severe drought. So we definitely need the rainfall there. I wish we did have better news across Texas, Oklahoma, or southern Kansas, or even New Mexico, but we really don't. And we really don't have any good news for portions here of the western United States either. Kind of hit and miss rain with some of this monsoonal weather, but the really steady, heavier rains will be across portions of Ohio, getting back into downstate portions there of Indiana. Southern Illinois towards St. Louis here, Evansville, Indiana here could be the winner with maybe up to 3 inches of rain potentially in downstate Indiana towards the Evansville region here. So that will be some good news for those areas that are kind of dry right now. But kind of looking toward your Monday time frame, we still got that ridge across the southwestern United States. We got that strong trough here kind of digging its way to the east here across the northern Rockies into portions of, Alberta, southwestern Saskatchewan, northern portions there of Montana. And ahead of that, we got a lot of heat again. We got 106 forecasted up towards the Rapid City area and then just to the east there into South Dakota. On your Monday afternoon, we got lots of hundreds all the way down into portions there of Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, North Texas could be having some areas approaching 110 on your Monday, and all that heat continuing out west here as well. But we still have some cooler weather where we got some rainy weather across New York State, getting down towards Pittsburgh, highs around 80, getting down towards the Charleston, West Virginia area, highs in the upper 70s on your Monday afternoon. Again, look at how strong this shortwave will be. You got all this vorticity here, all this kind of mid and low level spin around this kind of shortwave here, and that will kind of be the lifting mechanism for some of these thunderstorms as we head into that Monday time frame. You got a lot of instability growing ahead of that shortwave here. A lot of that strong warm sector out there, bringing up all those hundreds and 90s all the way up into portions of southern Canada. So we have some strong instability values in the reds and even the grays or whites here. Yeah, we're talking 5,000 joules per kilogram instability potentially developing, according to the NAM model, as we head here up into portions of North Dakota and northern Minnesota as we head into that Monday evening time frame. And still, we have some strong kind of bulk shear values. We have kind of some wind shear in the mid-levels of the atmosphere kind of organizing some of this weather across portions of the Dakotas. So we definitely have to watch out for some organizing severe weather. And again, the supercell composite values are actually pretty high, at least for a couple days out. So we definitely have to continue to watch this. These values could continue to go up here in the next couple days, especially across North Dakota and northern Minnesota. So we'll definitely have to watch this here over the next couple of days. And again, I'm kind of concerned about the hail threat still because we still have some stronger lapse rates. And what I mean by lapse rates is kind of the cooling of the temperatures as you go up in the atmosphere. So normally as you go up into the atmosphere, the temperatures do kind of cool aloft of kind of incrementally as you go up here, 1,000 feet, 5,000 feet, or even 25,000 feet. Yeah, you really start to cool the atmosphere. And the faster the atmosphere cools off aloft here as you go up into the mid-levels and even the upper levels of the atmosphere, that really starts to take off here with the lapse rates. Once you get some of these yellows and oranges in the lapse rates, that's about 8 to near 9 degrees Celsius per kilometer as you go up here into the atmosphere, and that could mean some big, large hail-producing storms as we head here into that Monday afternoon time frame. So we'll definitely have to watch Monday. That's why the Storm Prediction Center did have kind of on their old outlook here. They're coming out with a new outlook here around 4 a.m., but yeah, we're seeing kind of a 15% or slight risk across North Dakota getting into northeastern Montana here as we head into that Monday timeframe. Again, this could be changing and maybe even expanding in coverage, so we'll definitely have to watch this here in the coming days. But looking here at what we can see for Monday, maybe some showers and storms getting into western Ontario here during the afternoon hours. We're still kind of watching that shortwave trough back into portions there of Montana. As we move into the peak heating of the day, we'll start to see some isolated and widely scattered showers and storms develop across eastern Montana, and they will kind of propagate their way to the east, maybe kind of organizing into an MCS across portions there of eastern Montana, getting into the western Dakotas into the overnight hours as we kind of have a strong, a stronger low-level jet and mid-level jet and even an upper-level jet that is very strong. A lot of strong kinematics here with this environment, so we'll definitely have to watch this as we head into Monday evening. And again, this will continue to propagate its way across portions of the Dakotas and into Minnesota as we head towards Tuesday morning. But then even on Tuesday, we still got that strong, shortwave trough across portions of the upper Midwest here, and we got that strong high pressure system and ridge across portions of the Four Corners region into Southern California, into portions of Texas here as we head into that Tuesday time frame. And again, that will yield temperatures potentially widespread, very historic levels of heat across portions here, widespread across Kansas, Oklahoma, North Texas. We could be seeing widespread areas approaching 110 for highs on your Tuesday, July 19th. A lot of heat off into the west, a lot of 90s I see here across portions of Idaho, getting down through Utah here, Nevada, all these areas. Yeah, very hot temperatures. And even across the east coast here, still not a cakewalk, still lower 90s from portions here of New York City all the way down here towards portions of the Jacksonville Beach area, Mobile, Alabama in the lower 90s. So a lot of heat out there, and that'll just be expansive across most of the country here, an exception to maybe North Dakota where you're seeing some of that severe weather on your Tuesday morning. And again, looking at the vorticity here in the mid-levels, yeah, you're really seeing a lot of spin here with the shortwave trough. So again, you have all that lift out there, and the lifting mechanism for storms is really there as we head into Tuesday. And that's why the Storm Prediction Center in their outlook does have that 15% chance or that slight risk for severe weather across Minnesota, the entire state of Wisconsin, the western UP of Michigan, as well as western lower Michigan, northwestern Indiana, north central Illinois, as well as portions there of northeastern Iowa. So areas like Rochester, Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Milwaukee, Chicago, getting into portions there of Gary, Indiana. We're definitely seeing the potential for some severe weather, as well as Green Bay, Rhinelander. You get the point here. Yeah, a lot of areas seeing some severe weather as we head into Tuesday, potentially a severe weather outbreak. So we'll definitely have to watch this. This could be expanding. This could be increasing in intensity with maybe a 30% or even an enhanced risk here in the coming days. So we'll definitely have to keep in mind with that. But then thereafter, we're really starting to see signs of a very strong heat wave, even stronger than what we're seeing now as we head towards the very final days of July here. During the 21st through the 25th timeframe, very likely above average temperatures are expected across a large chunk of the country, but especially centered on portions of northwest Texas, getting into Oklahoma here, southern Kansas, and then across portions there of the Intermountain West as well. And underneath that ridge, we're just going to see a huge signal here from the Climate Prediction Center of just below normal precipitation from central Texas all the way up towards portions of the Missouri Ozarks as well as portions here of the Northwest. We still have a little boost with some moisture across the monsoonal areas in Arizona, southern Utah, southwestern Colorado, western New Mexico. We still got a little moisture across the East Coast, especially around northern Florida, southern Georgia. But really here, ongoing drought across portions of Texas will really be getting worse here during this time frame. And again, you can see that on the Thursday time frame here, you can see that large ridge kind of centered still across the four corners. We'll really start to see that ridge expand in coverage here and move more north and east as we head towards that Friday time frame here on the 22nd, and then even on the 23rd toward your Saturday time frame next weekend. So 7 days from now, yeah, we're really starting to see the center of the ridge kind of retrograde back to the east across portions of the lower Mississippi Valley, the central and southern plains. So again, all this heat will start expanding northward towards the Midwest, the Great Lakes, and portions of the northern plains. So if you guys aren't in the 90s or 100s up there yet, you will be here as we head towards next weekend and beyond. And still watching kind of as this kind of ridge starts to build north and east, we'll start to shift that storm track, that active storm track with all these, MCS, mesoscale convective systems, and those storm clusters up farther north here across southern Canada and southeastern Canada. So areas like Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, maybe even portions there, the UP of Michigan, northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, getting into portions there of the Northeast, probably seeing more of the active storm track across your area with multiple storm clusters as we head into next weekend and especially the week after. So we'll definitely have to keep in mind with that. But looking at the temperatures here at the surface here as we head into Thursday, the 21st, yeah, you're seeing a lot of 90s out there, lots of 100s, but this really intensifies as we head towards that Friday time frame on the 22nd here next Friday. Lots of 100s here from Nebraska all the way down through Kansas, Oklahoma, and those famous areas again with 105s expected across the Dallas-Fort Worth areas, getting into portions there of Wichita Falls. The big winners there with 107s here potentially on this forecast model. This is the European model. And then after that, as we head towards Saturday, look at how those 105s and those 110 temperatures just really expand northward here as we head up towards portions of Lincoln, Nebraska, up towards portions there of Omaha. We're approaching 100 degrees, if not over that, across some of those areas, and we're approaching 110 across the Red River there in Texas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma City could be up to near 106 here as we head into that 23rd time frame on your Saturday. And again, like I said, this has some staying power all the way through the closing days of the month here, so this could actually transfer over to early August as we have well above normal temperatures expected here, probably across most of the country here. Basically, the entire contiguous United States will be under some sort of, above normal temperature regime as we head towards that 23rd through the 29th time frame here of this coming month here in the next couple of weeks. But just kind of a signal here on the precipitation output. From the Climate Prediction Center, you can see above normal precipitation across most of the interior New England here, getting down through the East Coast. Underneath that ridge here, just not seeing a lot of help here, a lot of sinking air, so you're seeing a lot of below normal precipitation. We still got some areas, some hope for some precipitation across Southern California, the Las Vegas area, getting into portions there of Arizona, southern portions of Utah, and those drought-stricken areas. Yeah, we could be talking about some nice rainfall with some help off the Eastern Pacific with that tropical system I was talking about in my other video. Yeah, we could be sending some precipitation and maybe some moisture up in your portions there of Southern California and Southern Nevada as we head towards that 23rd through the 29th time frame. So that would be some good news across those areas. But thank you guys for watching. Again, I will give you a full tropical update here in my next video. I'll have an update here for you guys late this afternoon or early this evening, so definitely tune in for that. But again, thank you guys for watching. I hope everybody's having a great weekend out there, and I hope you guys continue to have a great weekend. And remember to like here my video, give me a thumbs up below, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, trying to get me closer to that 300 subscriber count. So thank you guys very much, and I will see you here in the next video.